culture shock when I visit to Montreal, Canada. Montreal is as European as you can get in North America. They speak French, consider themselves French, and, fortunately for everyone, there are stories that they are far kinder than the infamous Parisians. Sarcasm, but there is truth there. I wrote about my first culture shock experience in Cultural Shock Canada, arriving in Toronto when I first moved to Toronto. Everyone has a general idea of what to expect when visiting a foreign city or country, especially now that the media has painted a picture for us on the internet and television. This city is uniquely French in terms of noise and culture rather than sights. If Toronto is a miniature version of New York City, Montreal is a miniature version of Paris. The city signage is entirely in French, with few exceptions in both English and French.
Juste stock. Je peux pas filmer les deux véhicules ici.
When someone approaches you, they will almost always start speaking to you in French. Be prepared to ramble, because they will always ramble until you give them the infamous confused look. They then speak English with French overtones. They do it because it is what they are used to, not because they are cruel or malicious, as in the iconic Paris stories. Everyone has a French accent, even when speaking English. When asked about their preferred destination within Canada, the majority of Canadians say Montreal. It should be on everyone's list of things to do in Canada. Montreal, like Paris, allows you to rent bicycles from stations located virtually everywhere in the city. Many restaurants serve 5-course dinners, and you speak French regardless of your race, purple, green, black, white, or caramel. When someone visits Quebec, they immediately feel at ease. A sense of belonging that lasts for days and is comparable to your first trip to Europe. Do you remember that trip? Montrealers celebrate festivals every weekend during the summer. I had the good fortune to catch the Festival of Laughs during my weekend trip to the city inspired by Paris. Any of Montreal's festivals should be considered a must-see Quebec tourist attraction. The fact that the cars they were driving were authentically American surprised me. Large American muscle cars speed through French cafes and cobblestone streets. Given that we are in Paris, I expected to see a slew of European vehicles such as Fiat and Renault. You just realize you're not in Paris at that point. Even in the French-speaking metropolis, one can see Canada's diversity. I walked past a French-speaking Asian woman listening to reggae. Where else on the planet does that happen? It's not quite America, but neither is it Paris in America.